Hey guys, Stella here. So, I really haven't made a video like this in a long time, mainly because I'm still trying to get caught up on vlogs and photos and things, because I still have a lot of photos left to edit from this year. I'm like 3 cons behind in terms of vlogs, and I've been trying to get, those out, but I've had a lot of work. I've been working a lot, and so I haven't had much time to do a whole lot. But I just wanted to make this video mainly because I wanted to thank all of you out there who watch my page. I never really imagined my page getting that much attention, to be honest with you. My page is a couple of years old now, I really don't remember. But I made my page on Facebook because I figured that would be an easier way for me to kind of, connect with my friends or the friends that I make at conventions, because that's the funny thing. I have met so many more people at conventions now, and it's kind of mind-blowing to think of where I started and where I am now in terms of conventions and people, because when I was first at conventions, I really wouldn't talk to anybody like I would. But I was really shy and I was scared, to be honest. But the more I've been cosplaying and doing other things, the more kind of social I've gotten. And now I'm at the point where conventions, especially local ones, so around my hometown, I actually do know quite a few people. And it's completely amazing to me because I never thought that I would ever get to that point. I know people who judge, I know a lot of people who do costumes, or I've at least seen them enough times to recognize them and go on their page and be like, hey, hi, how's it going? I've seen you before. So I know there's a lot of people that we kind of have that relationship at conventions where we're just going like, oh, hi, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. A few quick minutes, and then, we're off doing our own things again. But I have made also so many close friends. It's to the point in my life where basically all my really close friends are my cosplay friends, because those are the people that I talk to the most, because, they understand the nerdiness, and I don't have to kind of put it, behind a wall and pretend to be normal, if there is such a thing, which in my case there is. So yeah, I have made so many awesome friends, and I just want to take the time to thank all of you guys. Now, the thing is about that is I have so many that I would list off, and I'm kind of short on time at the moment, so I'm really just going to do a quick shout out to some of the ones that I've really met kind of this year, or ones that are continuing to do things with me, because you guys have really kept me going. This year has probably been one of the hardest years I've had cosplaying wise, because my depression probably hit like an all-time low. I got to the point where I wanted to stop cosplaying so many times, just because I didn't feel the motivation, and I felt so, I don't want to say hurt, but I felt like I couldn't stand up to a lot of the other cosplayers that I was seeing, especially with Pira. Pira was my main problem for that, and then that kind of slowly bled into some of my other cosplays and things. But it's still kind of a battle that I'm fighting. It's gotten better to some degree, but it's still there, and I think part of it's always going to be there, because after competing for so long, you get in the mindset of, oh, I have to be better than them, but that's not the case. That's not the case at all. It really should be about having fun, and I'm slowly pushing that mindset out and kind of replacing it, but it's a process, and there are times where I still go back to the other one in it, and you can kind of tell, because it hurts, and I kind of tend to go offline for a while, and kind of try to recoup myself. But even with that battle in the background, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, and that's a lie. But I've met so many amazing people this year and done so many awesome things that I never thought I would ever do. So the thing is it's really been a long year. I've done so many things without even realizing it. So in terms of costumes, I really haven't done that many new ones per se. I've done Rubik, which is one that I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, and I'm so proud of that costume. It's not the best construction wise because we made it in a hurry, but I'm extremely proud of it because I love that game so much, and I'm really happy because some of my friends even were willing to cosplay from it, and we did a skit and we won a judge's award at ASEN of all things. Like, how does that happen? I have never ever, I don't even know how that happened, to be honest with you, because I kind of was just in the zone and I didn't, things, yeah. So, that was the first, because OhioCon, we kind of got screwed over a little bit because we had to change our skit like the week before, and actually even a few days before. We came up with the choreography the night before the competition because we didn't have the time, and were scrambling to try and figure out what happened. So I want to do a shout out to thank you to Sno for stepping in and doing Hanabusa for us, because she kind of threw that costume together, but she had the attitude down pat, because Hanabusa in Vampire Knight is very much a dick. He is an asshole. But I love him, and so the fact that she was able to pick up on that so quickly and be able to convey that through a skit, which she hadn't done in a very long time, I have to thank you for. And of course, I have to thank PoisonedReality, my new roommate. Well, that's no, even though we're together for a few months now, but I really have to thank you too, because you put up with all my shit, all the shenanigans and all the things that I ask of you. So thank you. I know you already know that, but it feels better just saying it out loud too. And the same goes for Broken Crown Cosplay, who finally has a cosplay page because we made it for him. But you know, living here with you guys has been an amazing experience so far, and it's by far never a dull moment. But I know with OhioCon coming up, it's gonna get a little stressful, it's gonna get hectic, but I still love you guys. I hope you guys know that. So what else? I've been trying to think through conventions. Anime Marathon was a lot of fun because I finally was kind of comfortable with my Pyrrha costume at that point. I had remade the top, fixed some of the armor, and then we did a skit, Sno and I, and then we actually ran kind of the Ruby meetup / photo shoot, and that was a lot of fun. That was something else I kind of started this year. I did the Supernatural photo shoot at OhioCon, and that was by far one of the funnest things I've ever done, because everybody was so chill and so cooperative, and like we didn't have a single problem. It was so amazing to see, and I would love to start doing that more, but at the same time I'm also doing a few more panels than usual, so it's probably going to be a struggle for me to try and do that again. But you know, in the future I know that I can handle it, and we'll definitely probably try. So Anime Marathon was a lot of fun with that, and I got to see a lot of people, and of course, you know, people and feels with Ruby is always a fun thing, because, you know, I'm still in denial and shock and pain. So when I can kind of get other people on the same same frame as me, it kind of makes me just a little bit happier, but also I'm kind of a dick. Let's see, it was Anime Marathon, and then ASIN. Oh my goodness. As I already mentioned with the award, I never expected that to happen. Yeah. And that's where I started kind of meeting people from the Ruby fandom. I got onto the Ruby groups on Facebook, and I really got to see just how much everybody loves their characters. So it was really amazing to see, especially when there were actually quite a few Pyrrhas. So that's kind of where my little depression bout started, but it's also kind of cool because I never had seen that many Pyrrhas in one place. So I know I'm not alone in facing the same issues, because I had some really rude comments said to me at ASIN while I was wearing Pyrrha about things that had happened in the show. But seeing other Pyrrhas there kind of was like, okay, you know, I'm not alone in this. They're probably struggling with the same things I am. And so it was kind of a little nudge, be like, it's going to be okay. There's other people too that are probably going through the same things. Pyrrhas, Yangs, you know, all of that. Yeah. I met some pretty awesome people at ASIN. Backstage, while we were waiting for the awards ceremony and do skits and stuff, we met a huge Five Nights at Freddy's group that ended up winning, and they were absolutely amazing. They were so adorable, and they were so much fun. We were just chilling backstage doing selfies and talking about Markiplier, because he played both games before, and that's how we got into those games. So it was just a really cool thing to see, and it's kind of affirmation for me, knowing that I'm not as closed off as I used to be. I like talking to people, especially in masquerades, because everyone's kind of nervous, but really getting to talk to people sometimes can help them relax. And you know, I like connecting with people that way, especially when you tend to see the same people over and over again at competitions. Colossal Con, though, definitely was probably one of the more major turning points of the year, just because I did meet a lot of people kind of face to face, and I got to do some pretty awesome things. So of course I did all my usual panels, we competed, but what really stood out to me was the photo shoot that I did with CBK Cosplay and Ian. It was Cinder and Sean, and I was supposed to go to the Ruby kind of photo shoot meetup that was going on, but I really wasn't feeling very well, and I really just needed a break before the masquerade, so we ended up going inside to chill. But I had seen CBK earlier in the day, and they're like, yeah, if you want to grab a few pictures after the photo shoot, I don't mind waiting. So I waited till after the photo shoot, and I went and was like, hey, do you mind if I do a couple photos, just because you're a pretty amazing Cinder, and you happen to be friends of friends. So I'm just like, okay, cool, you know, we'll snap a few pictures and we'll go. But she ended up asking if I would stay with her to do a little photo shoot with her, because she had someone actually like taking photos. And then Ian was there too, and we met him the day before, I think when I was Blake or another costume, and we had been talking about Ruby and Pyrrha and all that. And then, you know, to have him there again and have him jump in on it too, so I got to do a few pictures with him too, was amazing, because I have a hard time being around people that are in my head that I think are better than me. Again, something I'm trying to work out of my system and get a new mindset in. But you know, just things that have happened in my past, that's really hard for me to interact with people that are really good cosplayers, because in my head I think, oh, they're just, you know, tolerating me. But oh my god, these two definitely I didn't have to worry about it at all. They were both so sweet, and they really got me involved. And of course the feels, but I really felt just very comfortable with them, and it was so much fun. And I'm really glad that I got to do it, and I feel so honored that they asked me to be a part of it, because there were so many other good Piras there that day, but it's just kind of mind-blowing to do all of that. And then CATastrophe, of course, was a big turn for me too, because I actually got to finally be a judge. That was something that I've kind of always wanted to do. While I still want to compete, I still do want to, I want to try and judge, because I really like being able to experience it in that way and then give feedback to people too, because I'm not a pro by any means, but I've won some awards and I've done theater and things, and a lot of the people that are actually doing skits lately have been younger people who really don't have much experience, so I really just kind of want to help nudge them in the right direction. And because I know some people can come off being really rude, like, oh, you don't know this, but I'm kind of, I tried to be more of like a teacher, like, hey, you should try doing this, it'll look a little bit better, because I want them to do well, and I want to see how they grow over the years, because that's something that I've been doing lately. I've been watching some of my old skit videos and looking at the things I've done in the past and how they've changed or how much I've changed, and it really is mind-blowing sometimes, and I want to help them get on that path, because I hope that they'll do well, and I hope that they'll keep going and trying and doing these awesome things, and who knows, blow me out of the water sometimes. So I really did enjoy doing that, and CATastrophe was so much fun because that's one of the few conventions I actually get to be with a lot of my friends that I grew up with in high school. So to have both CATastrophe and Digit and then PoisonedReality and everyone, and it was just so much fun, because we all got to hang out together for really one of the first times in a long time, and just, you know, just have fun. Timeline wise, I don't remember where Glass City fell, but I always go to Glass City and TagFest, so those are always a lot of fun because I got to hang out with some pretty awesome people. So if you guys are watching this, I hope my love conveys to you, because I do love you guys. You guys really are family to me. I want to thank you guys for everything, especially for everything you did for me for TagFest, Glass City, and even Sideshow Con. You guys let me stay at your house, and you know, it's just a lot of fun, even though we were all really tired. But I really had a lot of fun, and I want to thank you guys. Also, something that kind of has come up lately from TagFest and Colossal, I actually got to meet a wonderful, wonderful woman, Tazunay Hitori Cosplay, or Carrie-Ann. I did a few pictures with her Cinder, because we actually had found out through one of the Ruby groups on Facebook that we were both going to be at Colossal, and I'm like, hey, we should do pictures. And so we did, and she's actually basically remade her Cinder cosplay, but she's been doing a lot of costumes, and they've been turning out really well, but I'm so excited because she's a really sweet person, and for the Ruby panel at TagFest, we kind of did a mini photo shoot beforehand, which was a lot of fun with a lot of her family and friends, and we're actually going to be going up to ZipCon in the coming months in February, end of January this year, at the end of January, to do a ZipCon Ask Ruby panel with a bunch of people, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, because a lot of us here are going, you know, My Yang, Broken Crown, his son, and then of course our Weiss, Kagaku will be coming up with us as well as Cricket doing Jean. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're all really looking forward to it. But I really just like talking to you, because you're a sweetheart, and you're really easy to talk to, and I hope you know that. So thank you for everything, and thank you to all of your family and everyone, Jen, Christine, and everyone for TagFest, because that was a lot of fun, and that was kind of one of the main highlights of the convention, was getting to hang out with you guys, do some pictures, and then do the panel. So I hope you guys had fun. I'm really looking forward to ZipCon too. So yay! Okay. Other people, shoot. Oh, of course, I forgot one of the most major things that I've done this year, MidoriCon. So, MidoriCon, we just did CMV shooting, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I kind of had a plan, but unfortunately because of the rain, the shooting didn't go the way I planned, and quite frankly, none of it really did, because I wanted it to be more of a serious video, but when you have all of my friends together, none of us could be serious around each other, so there's a lot more funnier moments, but I think I'm just going to change the CMV to put those all in, because you can't pass that stuff up, because it kind of at heart we are the characters that we cosplay. Son, Dan, oh my god, he's perfect. And then of course you have Taka as Weiss. She does that very, very well, and I'm really looking forward to her doing Volume 4 Weiss and other things too. And then of course we had Jack Hollow from Ragdoll Prints join us as Ruby, and she was perfect. She was so hysterical. And so just having us all together doing the photos, like doing the shooting and everything was just a lot of fun. And it was a really good way for all of us to get together and kind of relax, because we had the whole weekend, we had our own cabin, so we just kind of got to hang out and just, you know, do whatever, and it was a lot of fun, even though the rain was very frustrating. But we still got to have a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you guys for putting up with me and my shenanigans and how stressed out I was, but I can't wait to get the video edited once I get to that point, because there's like several hours of video that I'm still working on. But I really do love you guys, and I can't wait to show you guys when it's finished. But speaking of Kagaku and Jack, I just want you guys to know I love you guys so much, so dearly, especially since you guys live right down the street. I'm so excited for our Sailor Moon group on Friday at OhioCon, and just to be able to hang out with you guys, because we've come a long way. We've known each other for a while, but never really got that close until like this past year and a half or so. So I'm really happy I finally get to hang out with you guys more and talk to you guys, and you guys are family too. So I love you guys. Thank you for everything. I had a bunch more people, and now they're just gone. Panda Choo, Kalia, Courtney, Vix Phoenix Cosplay. You guys were awesome. OhioCon was so much fun. Or not OhioCon, IkasuCon. My words are slurred together. But at IkasuCon we got to do an Ask Ruby panel, and Panda Choo kind of led it and had all of us in with it, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and then doing the photo shoot afterwards was a blast. So thank you guys. Also thanks to Samaru, who is one of the IkasuCon judges. He really helped me feel at home when it came to judging, because I was really nervous that I was going to screw it up and all that, but he really kind of put me to ease, and he makes a wonderful drawing. He's a wonderful cosplayer. He makes so many amazing costumes. So thank you so much for all your help this year, and I can't wait to hang out with you again the next IkasuCon, because you're a lot of fun. I've met so many people this year. I seriously, like, it's mind-blowing, because I'm like, I never pictured myself as the kind of person to actually go out and talk to people and be like, hey, hi, how's it going? So yeah, so that's really all I can remember, and I actually really have to, you know, start wrapping things up. So all in all, just thank you guys for everything you've done, whether you be my friends or just a follower on the page. And if you make it through this video, I'm sorry, I tend to be long-winded and rambly, but thank you guys. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm working hard on trying to get rid of my, you know, my past negative mindset and trying to replace it with a better one and a positive one, because in the end, I do want to keep doing cosplay, and I still want to keep doing these things. So, you know, it's a process, and I want to thank you guys for putting up with me through it, and I do love you guys. You guys are amazing, and I don't even have the words to express my gratitude. So just thank you guys for putting up with me and watching my page and putting up with my long rambling videos and my late photo shoots and videos that I post. But I do it because I love it, but I'm just really happy that other people can enjoy it too, and I hope that you guys can take something from that, if anything. So thank you all. I love you all dearly. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday, and be safe out there, please. I don't want to lose anybody else this year. So thank you guys, as always, and I hope to talk to you soon.